If you can hear me well, please put a plus in the chat box. Before we start, I would like to welcome my colleague who will run this webinar together with me, and he is my sponsor. He is Dragas Stanchu. You know him quite well. Dragas, please let me know if you are here. Yes, I am. Unfortunately, I cannot turn on my camera yet, but is it a problem for you? If I manage to turn on my camera, you can easily do it as well. Well, we are both here. I managed to do it. You should never rely on technologies. Apologies, I must answer my urgent phone call. My mom is at hospital, so I pass over to Dragas. Hello to you all. Good evening. Today's presentation will be full of news, new products. We will tell you about the new contest, the new club that is gonna to be a club of millionaires. We have a lot of news, and I would like to ask you to take notes during our today's presentation so that everything discussed at this webinar is in your memories. And we would like to sum up our event Congress Italy 2021, which was held in Rome on the 3rd and 4th of July. Well, we will provide a brief summary and we'll present the news you may have missed. Yes, that's right. It will be this way. We will talk about new products. As I said before, we have a lot of surprises. We will present our new club to you, a club of millionaires, and all this is a part of Evorich company. You are co-owners of these interventions, and somehow you may specialize in one of the offers made by Evorich company. Both with Emanuele, we had actually a stake that, so we have a stake who will win. We will see actually. And after this webinar, we will vote and we'll see who votes for NDE and those voting for UGain. So we have a bet, as this is like the soccer match. We start playing football without knowing who will be the winner. Here, we don't have the UK or Italy national team. Everyone is in the win. So no matter who you are, all our partners and co-owners. At one of the webinars, Andrey gave an example I still remember very clearly. I will share this example and will pass over to you. He then asked us, guys, what do you think? Who is a winner in the football match? Yes, I know, one team or the other team. And eventually, at the end of our webinar, you will learn the right answer. But it is for those who didn't hear that story from Andrey. Well, if you would like to become a member of our new club, and here is the logo of this new club. This is our new club called 01 Million. I like it a lot. Yes, I'm really excited. And inside coat of arm, you see a bee. This is a royal bee. That is a sign, a symbol of well-being, of welfare, as a bee is a hard-working insect which is protected by two cheetahs. But there may be there are some links API in Italian, and it is some symbolic. It may be symbolic, I don't know. But we must understand the mission. And you may ask me whether I am so strong and brave to devote all my efforts to one of the projects of Evorich as the API is the Academy of Private Investor. And here there is a metaphor, but most important is that we are in the new paradigm, and we do invite you to share with us this new era. Well, let's not waste our time and share the information with those who failed to attend our Congress, and let's have a look. I will hand over to you after there is a slight you gain in the very end. Okay, agreed. Well, what did we do? What did we manage to implement? Our team, the team of NDE project. What did we manage to achieve to be able to introduce our new product to the market? Well, next slide. And here you see what we managed to achieve. And I would like to thank all those people who engaged in our project and those who did not attend a congress in Rome. I want to remind you that the team of our project includes over 60 persons, and all of them work for free. And I always congratulate and thank them for this. So someone writes down that I have very bad sound, but hopefully you can hear me well. Well, we have designed courses for digital sellers. We explained clearly what his mission is, his functions are. We pre-registered NDE company, and we already launched our registries for companies, individuals, some governments, and I would like to tell you as well that we are already in negotiations with the governments on some large-scale projects providing for the use of our digital guarantees, and a large-scale bank will be involved. So therefore, we hope that quite soon we will be able to share with you the news that will be very significant for everyone. Well, when the government of any specific country signs an agreement with the bank and provides as a guarantee our tokens, then you can do whatever you want, hold tight or fasten your belts, because our rocket will fly off. So there is the digital rating created. There was a change of slide in the Italian room. Please turn back to the previous one. Thank you. So the digital rating is established. That is very important, as this is the basis of the NDE project. We have created digital distance learning. What does it mean? It means that any person who bought this training course or will buy it can be included into the relevant category of the registry, and in a few days we will start compiling these registries in line with the subcategories, list A, list B, and we've discussed them at our webinars, and quite soon there will be training courses for individuals. Well, after we start synchronization of our crypto unit blockchain-based smart contracts, you can start working with those people. We can start working with those people who have been in our registries for a while. And you know that we created new professions. A digital seller is an umbrella term, whereas inside this profession there are a lot of new professions, because both the digital seller and digital managers are digital consultants. A signaler is a digital consultant as well, in line with his background and competencies and skills. There will be digital consultants specializing in trade, in textiles, in agriculture, in industry. Each sector, economic sector, will have their own digital sellers. We have created NDE points. They are very important as well. And I will show you another slide where we will detail it. We are on the website of ALIM. This is the Entrepreneurs Association we cooperate with, and they are well known globally, and quite soon we will be able to apply their channels of microcredits. Well, what I showed you before, the logo, this is our special club, a club of millionaires. A bit later we will discuss it in further detail. In addition to that, we have this stuff for ND Eventy show. So this stuff for events, ndeventshow.com. So this team includes the professionals, and there will be a separate activity for team actually to run different events. In addition to that, energy drink in a can, but it's not actually the energy drink. It activates the work of your brains, but it's not the drug. This is the nutritious food. And online meeting applications, smart contracts. The team works with the public. Those people who worked here in Italy, very hard, by the way, to arrange the event, and not only, and the product as well. You remember Nicola Pazzinetti, Lucia Sana, and Massimo Bonavita. These are all those people who worked really hard, devoting their spare time to NDE project. And you know, they found answers to 650 questions asked, and these questions were combined into a separate list, and these questions were answered. We have Sarah working with the youth, and she is in charge of the contest launched. We have Giovanna. She is in charge of our new club. I may have forgotten someone. There are a lot of other people who are enthusiasts of what they do. We have an engineer coordinating this, a team of 5 IT guys who actually back this project. Well, the achievements of all these people is that eventually we launch the NDE product. Next slide. And here you see the dashboard that you will see in case you decide to enter into a smart contract and get a digital guarantee. Maybe during streaming show or in Rome, you saw these slides already, and we gave an example of car rental, and you could, by explaining in a few minutes, so you could sign the smart contract in a few minutes, and it will be very efficient, very fast, and it will be habitual for people in different countries. And certainly a lot of people ask me, real estate loans, can we get real estate loans by using your product? And the answer is, you know, out of billions of the turnover, of the circulation of bank guarantees, the main part is not the real estate loans, but the guarantees are used most frequently by multinational companies, holdings, because quite often business needs loans to buy some commodities, large batches of commodities or new machinery. And for individuals as well, we can use it. We can use it for any purposes, for your visit to your doctor, for car rental, for real estate purchase. And as I said, quite soon we will start preparing our leaders for the professional work with our product, and these people will work with the associations, institutions, the financial sector, willing to become a part of our project and who will daily use our tokens. And he will use 2 types of our tokens, World CIU, CIU, USDU, and UNTB. Therefore, please don't worry that today our tokens cost only a few cents. Don't worry. You must worry as soon as people understand that they are in shortage, and then the smart contracts, this type of service, people may do almost everything. And those who have tokens will have the advantage, because smart contract, I'm fully sure, will be widely used, like today smartphones are widely used, or bank cards, and etc. and etc. Next slide, please.
And let's look at one of the last stages of our smart contract. Here in the bottom, we have concluded a contract for the car rental and used two types of tokens. And you will be able to decide whether to use 1, 2, 3, 4 types of tokens. It is a decision that a person has to make themselves. They send the request to the second partner, the counterparty, and the counterparty either agrees or suggests changes. So it is a genuine contract agreement, but the advantage here is that you can do it without leaving the comfort of your home and literally in a couple of minutes. And when there is an agreement between the supplier and the client, and they both signed this contract, then the tokens will be automatically locked and you will automatically receive your service or your money, depending on what you requested. Please do not forget about it. People are asking me when the product is going to be ready. The product is already ready. The digital guarantees are already an existing product. And those who still haven't purchased the license, and you have to decide which kind of license you want to have, should go and buy it ASAP, because after purchasing the license, you are entered into our rating list. And only a year later, you will be able to start asking for guarantees against your tokens. So our product was ready yesterday, and the sooner you join the system, the sooner you will be able to make use of digital guarantees. So you should also remember that any person who wants to use guarantees needs to have two things. First, in order to make it to our registry, that person needs to purchase training courses. A training course is a mandatory condition. Also, at the end, there is a final exam. It's not difficult, but it's still there. And you need to have tokens. How can you have tokens? Well, you can buy CRUs, UNTBs, or USDUs on Unitex, or you can purchase World CRUs from UGPay, and they will be locked for now, but for us, it's okay as well. For the purposes of long-term banking guarantees, locked CRU tokens, World CRU tokens, are acceptable. You will be able to stake them and receive UNTBs, and then you can use UNTBs for the implementation of digital guarantees. And as I said, it has been in existence long ago. Also, we created new professions. So let's change the slides. And let's start with the very first profession, which is the signaler. Well, we can call it a promoter too. It's a user that is going to talk to different companies or private individuals. It's a person who is a pathfinder, who lays the track, explains what the point of the project is, until a moment when the company or a private individual says, yes, I'm ready, I'm sure of the product, and that's where the digital seller comes into play. It's a professional dealer who will be selling our digital products. Those people who will be able to pass the exam will be qualified as digital managers. And moreover, we will have a digital technician. It's a person who will specialize in tracking products on blockchain. And all those people will be called together digital consultants. Each of them will receive their pay, and each of them will be included in the professional registry, which will be globally recognized. Let's change the slides. And here, I don't think I should go into details of each of the sectors. Let's change the slides. Hopefully you can see it. So here is what I told you about before. We will have people that will be included in the registered professional, in the professional registry, some kind of a guild, and people that will be using our services will be going to the professional registries, and we'll look for people that work close by and whom they trust. So yes, it can be a new opportunity for your future career, for your future work today, tomorrow, and until you retire. Why not? It's going to be a globally recognized and globally disseminated profession. Now let's go to the next slide. And in here, we have gathered together the some of the most important functions of the website NDE. If you have to explain to someone what an NDE project is, if you want to have the answers to the questions, if you want to understand what digital guarantees are and what this project can help you achieve, then you can go visit the NDE website, which is nde-evo.com, and you will be able to find the answers to all of your questions. So those people who already registered can go there, who bought the tickets, can go there and can get access to all the lectures and lessons already. And all of it will be kept and stored on this website. And you will find all the necessary information to conclude your contracts. And I don't think I have enough time right now to explain it all, but nevertheless, I can tell you that we have two websites that you can go to, the NDE website, and also you can go to the website of our partners, the Evorich company, which works not only with the NDE project, but also with many other very interesting and important projects and products. Moreover, you will have access to the website Alim, and there you will also be able to see different information, and our IT guys are working day and night for you to be able to find information in different languages. Let's go to the next slide. Website, support, closed platform, reserved area, and distance learning platform. We have already explained the website to you. I hope so. And now, Lucia Alfano and Massimo Bonavita found all the answers to the questions. Additionally, Sarah and our interpreters and translators did help us, and unfortunately I didn't have time in Rome to introduce them all, but eventually you will be able to meet them in person. Some of them conduct webinars of their own, and you can have a chat with them. So as for the distance learning or remote learning platform, FAD, it's a platform with artificial intelligence, with machine translation into 14 languages, and it is all digitalized. Any person will be able to forward, backwards, forward, and get access to any section. A person will have to take a small test at the end of each session, and if they have some doubts or uncertainty, they can go back to the previous material. And by doing so, they will have a round-the-clock comprehensive training. And people who took that course already, by the way, told me that it was indeed very interesting and way of teaching people. Now let's change the slides and talk about the payment system. The payment system of the digital guarantees works through QR codes. You know that we have people of different ages in our project, who sometimes find it difficult to make monthly crypto payments. Therefore, thanks to this system, even people who are over 80 years old can work with us. And after I create a smart contract, after I automated my smart contract, the application itself will pay all my bills instead of me on a monthly basis. The application itself will be exchanging my tokens into cryptocurrency on the exchange, and the supplier also will be able to receive payment in crypto, and automatically the supplier will be able to exchange crypto into fiat money. So this is the system for receiving payments that help commercialize our tokens. Additionally, they can join the market in quite a similar or simple fashion. And also, you are part of this new world, which is quite accessible, you will find out. And this is a quote that I gave quite some thought to. When the mind, the network asks more, because we're always asking more. From our company, we want more and more products that can change lives. We want products that can help us implement the new strategy. And let's stop thinking about the exchange, and let's not keep constant watch of the CRU. We need products that would be easy to use and easy to offer, using which we can easily make money. But we don't want to have it too easy, because we realize that we need to put some effort into it. We need to work, and we need to be constantly vigilant and focused. But we do not want any free lunches or free money. And of course, our mind asks more, our network asks more. So what do we have to offer to you? And what do we mean by the word more? So in here, we are talking about remote work, stress, too many commitments, disorders, fears, and concerns. Well, of course, remote or smart working has become a necessity because of the COVID and the pandemic. And some people might have found it difficult to switch to a new way of working, because some of us spend hours and hours behind or in front of our screens or over our phones, and eventually it leads to a fatigue. People become tired and stressed, and that's why we created a special drink to boost your brain. And it is an absolutely natural drink, consisting of natural components. And you might ask us why this can is so strange looking. There is a reason. It's a mental drink, as we call it, which is not a soft drink, a traditional soft drink, and it is fit both for children and elderly population. And the secret of the drink is in the can itself. Well, it can give you more focus, attention. It can help you fight your fatigue. But the biggest business is the can itself. And let me explain to you what I mean here. Those cans will be sent from October. We would like to launch the sales in October, but we're living in a strange world. Because of the pandemic, many companies had to shut down, and we reached out to some of them. And we weren't able to order cans because there wasn't enough aluminum, because the suppliers of aluminum are not able to meet the current demand and are not able to fill the orders that were placed even before the pandemic. So when the waiting list is over, the companies will be able to supply the aluminum for us. So you can see that this is just a plain aluminum. It's a very velvety texture. So you can, instead of taking this can and then putting it in a recyclable bin, we decided to add one more wow effect to it, and I will explain it to you. So this is a new advertising campaign using the QR code. Let's change the slides in the Russian room too. So every company that will want to place their advertising will be able to do it thanks to our can, thanks to the special QR code. And companies can code or place their advertising inside the QR code. So they will be able to literally place information about themselves into the code. And people who believe in the project can keep this QR code and will be able to go and see what the company has to offer, the company that got their interest. So this is a new, let's call it advertising campaign. This is a new way of becoming public. And this is a new way of distribution. And this small square will be a storage area for quite a lot of information. And we will be able to create a huge vault, storage vault of information. And everyone will pay us to be able to receive that advertising or use that advertising. The supplier will pay for the advertising, the client will pay for the drink, and we will be making money thanks to it. And our entire community will be able to make money off it. And I hope this is going to be the innovation that will help us all. Now let's change the slides and talk about the professional collaboration with the association ALIM. ALIM is an association of employers that addresses itself to small and medium-sized enterprises, but also works with large companies. And together with Alim, we will create a registry of digital consultants. And thanks to the recognition and registration in this association, those professions will be recognized on the global level, and they will help us use and have access to microcrediting that Alim has access to. So all of it will be combined into NDE project, and we will do it through our NDE points, digital guarantees points. That's why we decided to create a website where you will be able to see all the recent information. It's alimdigital.org. It's like digital Alim, and we're able to create it in a very short time. And it's going to be a website for people who work in the new digital world. So right now, there are no similar companies that promote the traditional companies working in the traditional business sector in the digital world. So if you go and look what is happening in the current world, no matter what company is about, they talk about the digital world. The central banks are all about digitalization right now. Many other organizations, newspapers, media are all about digitalization. We are entering the new age, the new world. And we will be the first community in the world which has already entered that world, which already has its own blockchain, and people will have 100% certainty about what we're doing. We will extend their capabilities. We will bring new value, new quality to their products, and we will be able to advertise their products for our entire community. Private individuals will be able to join our projects as well. They will be part of our blockchain too. They will be able to create their personal brands, and all of it will be necessary to join those registers and to work with our tokens, among other things. This is an absolutely new paradigm. And when people ask me when we finally will have the products that we can start selling, and I tell them, guys, we have been ready since long, long ago. And one more thing, all those people, all those companies that will want to participate in Alim, and Alim will give you this opportunity and will also give you a cashback of $10, whereas the participation fee itself is about around $50, $60, $40, $50. So it's a wonderful business. And now let's go directly to the NDE points. And we would like to create those points across the entire world.
In any part of the world, not in any street, but everywhere, there will be our points, so that you all can, those people who work with the network, can use and take advantage of the consultations of our NDE points to sign smart contracts, to work with crypto, to work with products that will keep track of all this, and to activate our personal coins, and to sell NDE products, and to sell our educations. And all these will be promoted by LIM offices as well. Our NDE points certainly you may open NDE point in your city. And what are the prices? Less than 200 euro. Why do we need this money? To get the materials you need, or a banner or a display or some promotional materials, because to open an NDE point will cost nothing. Opening of an NDE point costs nothing. This 200 euro will be a cost of the promotional materials, and we will provide a webinar at which we will explain how you can earn through NDE points, through those advantages NDE point offers and NDE office opening offers to you. But I will explain it quite soon. We won't dive into details right now. And now I want to tell you that we will have a chance to keep track on our blockchain of any product. At present, in the world, there are different methods to do it, but to trace the products. But after reviewing everything, we realized that even with tags and barcodes, the products may be counterfeited. Both brands, the quality is counterfeit, and some dates are fake, but we won't act this way. The system of tracing that will be created by us, that we create. For instance, I will give you an example from the agricultural sector. These digital consultants will inform you about the agricultural land plot where the products are produced, about the producer, the production, the method of transportation, the forwarding company that will provide transportation services. In addition to that, you will be able to see where the relevant products are sold, which store or shop, in which quantities, and only then you can see and buy this product. The product produced in Italy, which is now sold in Madrid, Barcelona, Latin America, or somewhere else. And products made in Italy or any other specific country, this way we may provide service to the products produced worldwide. And if a company can achieve the original authentic quality, then the valuation of the company increases. It increases in value, and the quality of the products is better as the products are traced. And this way we may trace the production of the product from field to the table, to trace the materials used to produce the product, starting from inputs. And by the way, it may not be counterfeit because data on blockchain could not be manipulated. And this way, the consumer may be certain that he consumes the project of the perfect quality. Therefore, I would encourage you to work in group, since if you create your team and should you work in a number of companies, then the price will be offered, different price will be offered by our counterparties. And now I refer to those countries where this product is not launched yet. I need hundreds of leaders who would like to get ready, who would like to become leaders in their specific countries. And I told you that this is highly demanded. This is a must at this stage of development. Therefore, to be in a rush to become the first in the list. Well, next slide, please. What does tracing on blockchain offer? Anti-counterfeiting, protection of origin marking, identification of production areas or marking of production areas, and product supply chain guarantee. And look, the market is open to us. We see nothing similar to this product, and this is a product that could be launched right away if someone is interested. Next slide, please. And here you see another product, the one that we use right now. This is a tool similar to Zoom software used to have our today's webinar. Next slide, please. So this is NDE app, video communication app, that includes the integrated translation button, translation tool. This is the communication product that was launched after obtaining 6 patents. You are to download it, install it on your gadget, and it applies the platform that is fully protected and secure. It is encrypted, encoded, and therefore we may run webinars or conferences similar to those we have now, but it will be our product. And in the next slides, I will explain the benefits or how this system is different from the Zoom software we use today. Well, I'd like to show you something. Look, what are the functions of this app? This is the communication function operating on Apple, Android. We may have conference phone calls. In addition to that, we have the geographical number. What does it mean? It means that we may have up to 5 numbers on one device, and we can do it either in 5 gadgets or 5 numbers in one gadget. And having the same number, I can connect to it by using my smartphone, tablet, PC, and we may also integrate our stationary phones. And if I give a phone to a different country, I can give a phone call to stationary phone numbers. And again, it includes up to 5 numbers. And this is the function which Zoom does not offer. It includes a messenger similar to WhatsApp, and you can control phone calls. We may work at the same time with 200 people. Next slide, in the Russian room. We may work with the integrated control of phone calls. We can demonstrate the screen, share the screen, and message panel integration. In addition to that, there is the translation service integrated. Next slide, please. And here we don't want our interpreters to lose their jobs, but we want to equip each of you with your own interpreter. Because if I use social media landing pages and sell my products in the network, I want to talk to the whole world as I am not multilingual. And using this app, I can work at the same time in all the languages. And in my words, I can talk to people, I can show my emotions even without knowing the language, and people will understand me because the person you talk to can get the information in his language, whereas I will receive his answers in my language as well. We don't want to use those interpreters who interpretation software used because they may lack some terminology, and as we said many times, artificial intelligence is to be trained. I may not promise that overnight we will have 12 languages, but today we have a service, an interpretation service embedded similar to Zoom, and this translation service or interpretation service will be embedded quite soon, and the people who buy this app, they will get this interpretation service free of charge. And we need people who will buy this service for a year so that we can start training, start machine training. So we will train artificial intelligence. To say the training will be split into 5 phases. The first service to be provided is pre-sale activation. Service number 2 is multilingual service with sign language with subtitles. And as soon as we have 50,000 people plus, there will be service number 3. It will be interpretation with voice function. It is not simultaneous interpretation, but consecutive interpretation. I make a break and the voice provides interpretation of what I've just said. And as soon as we have 100,000 plus users, the translation interpretation service will be available in 7 languages and already simultaneous interpretation. And as soon as we have 200,000 users plus, this interpretation service will be available in 14 languages. And I refer to importing, exporting companies and our young partners and those people who sell around the globe. I am not talking about 300,000 our users. I believe that we will be demanded by millions of the companies globally, because everything goes the way I hope for. And if you are confident in the project like myself, then I believe that we will be able to reach the number of 300,000 users in a month. Next slide, please. Well, look, the price for our partners. At present, I use Zoom and I pay 216 US dollars annually to get. So the retail price of our product is 216, and within the first year. So it is the same as Zoom, but it includes more extended functions, and 1 year after we will pay 20 US dollars a month. After 1 year of use, the payment fee will be 20 US dollars a month, but you can make your payment in our tokens, USDU or units. But does Zoom or WhatsApp pay your commissions? Yes, we will pay, because this price, after paying this price, you can get your commissions under the Evorich marketing plan. And this is the most fantastic opportunity offered by this project. We move on. And now I would like to show you the terms and conditions of the contest that was launched in Rome. This is the contest launched for programmers, for IT specialists. We want our product to be well known in the world, and this contest is arranged with the bonuses and rewards to be paid out in our tokens, because after launching it, many people will earn their reward, but a lot of other people will learn about us. And through this contest, we can bring together a lot of specialists, and if they want to work with us, this will be win to win. And look, there is another contest for actors, for performers, because showbiz sector does not develop for a number of months or even a number of years. And now, can you imagine how many people globally can be involved in this contest, including artists, musicians, singers, we actors? We would like this contest to involve both the performers and the audience. And this is the reason we launched the contest that will run for 1 year, that is aimed to promote our brand. And we are getting close to a club of millionaires. As you know, this is a club of millionaires which will be launched right away, and you are to have 1 million of our tokens, World CIU, CIU, USDU, but we also have a category of juniors, and there the threshold required is 100,000 UNTB CIU World CIU USDU to reach a figure of 1 million. And you may get not only the benefits and some bonuses, but you will get offices to do this business. I don't want right away to detail the club of millionaires. Starting from next week, there will be special webinars on the Club of Millionaires. We had this webinar in Italy already, and it generated a lot of curiosity, enthusiasm. Therefore, follow our chats, the back office. The information will be posted there, and we will make these presentations of our club, and it will be a unique club with the annual fee to be paid, and in part money will be used for charity. I don't want to go into detail. I want simply to make you curious, and the only thing I'd like to tell you is that this product is worth it. And this product is not the one you can sell, as there is no commission attached, but this is the product where everyone must be a part of. And then you can say to other people, join and be with us.
And now I would like to tell you that right now we are running a promotion. We have launched this contest before our Congress in Rome, and all those people who purchased the ticket to our Congress, both online and offline, will enjoy a 50% discount on the training course for License A. Those people who purchased the package before this promotion was launched will be able to transfer their discount right to other people. And the community have asked us to extend this promotion. Therefore, we are now launching the sale of the Congress recordings. So from the 15th of July, 2021, 10 a.m. Rome time, 9 a.m. Rome time, 10 a.m. Moscow time, until the 5th of August, 2021, 9 a.m. Central European time and 10 a.m. Moscow time will be the period for you to make use of this promotion. So you will have to buy the recording of the streaming in the indicated period, then receive a link and password via email to review the event. To view the event, the recordings will be viewable until August 31st. Included in the email, you will find the instructions to enable the premium features of the Telegram bot, and also to purchase or give to someone License A training at a 50% discount. And you will find the guidelines, the instruction in your back office. So please make use of this opportunity, buy the license. And I think it will give you huge opportunities, and nobody will be able to say that Evorich company doesn't give anything. Yes, this is something that we're giving on a silver or even gold platter. All those offers, fantastic products, which already now, as soon as Dragash is done with his presentation, will give you an opportunity to work, call people, receive your commissions, and enjoy life. Now I would like to present to you my sponsor, Dragash Stanchu, who will tell you himself who he is. The only thing that I would like to add here is that I'm very glad that I'm here today with you, and I'm here with you because of his persistence and resolve. He introduced this project to me many years ago, and I told him, yes, that's a cool project, but I'm not interested. But since he was very persistent, he said, I don't care that you don't care, that you are not interested. I want you in this project, and I will register you this way or another. And it happened several years ago, and I never cease to thank him. I'm here because of him. And the fact that I'm now the project manager for NDE is thanks to him. That's why I will be making a deal with him and, have a bet with him, because I enjoy winning money from Dragash. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so psyched. Things that Emanuele just told us are things that make me ecstatic, and maybe because I'm absolutely sure that I'm going to win this bet that we made with Emanuele. Emanuele switched off his camera, now he switched it back on. Yes, I'm still here and I can hear you. What you're saying is really funny. You're not going to win the bet for sure. Dragash is saying, well, look, you have already posted in your slides my victory. Okay, we have a deal. If you win, I win. If I win, you win. And in any case, Evorich community will win. You see? NDE will also work with UGain. You see my logo on the t-shirt? The entire UGain will come over to me, to my project. Well, Emanuele, I would like to compliment you because you have made a wonderful presentation, and in simply 1 hour, you were able to deliver a lot of new material, lots of new information. You were able to explain to us everything that the NDE project has created in partnership with Evorich. Also, thanks to the CEO, Andrey Havratov. And now we will be able to make use of all the benefits of the project, thanks to you, thanks to the work of your team. And I will never cease thanking you. And I would like to also thank you, or better, I will be thanking you when I will be having dinner at your expense together with my UGain team. Well, we'll have to see about that, Emanuele is saying. Maybe it will be me enjoying a wonderful dinner at your expense. Well, I guess if people will be on the lookout for new jobs, then we can help them out with our smart contracts. And I wanted to tell you that we prepared this voting for you because people who will vote for the NDE project that Emanuele and his team prepared for you. And there are different various projects in it, products in it. And look, it's about pouring water on my mill. And it will help me out. And I'm going to show you just 2 slides. I also learned to speak in public thanks to Emanuele. And he's saying I'm now blackmailing him. But Emanuele, that is true. I learned the art of public speaking from you. Therefore, don't complain if I win in our bet. So I'm not going to introduce myself. And now we will talk about things that are already a reality in our huge network that will cover the entire world. I'm talking about UGain Coordinators Contest. Very soon, in September, October, we will launch our contest, and now we're thinking about when to do it. Maybe we'll do it together with our main event called Eventi. Because we are absolutely sure of our UGain product. And this week we have already launched the test mode together with our coordinators. And today we have already given certain assignments to our coordinators to see how the registration of companies work, how the registration of clients works. And we're absolutely sure of the UGain functionalities. And we are 1,000% sure that all the companies will be eager to pay their subscription fees. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put into the market this application for free for 3 months, because we devised a certain strategy, the strategy that will allow us, after the 90-day period, and those 90 days will end plus minus by the time of our event in early October, after the integration of the payment system, all the companies that we will have registered by then in 3 months, absolutely for free, we will ask them for their evaluation, and we will close the deals. We will have all those deals closed all at the same time. So now we will have 3 months to register as many companies as possible. Next week, we are going to prepare the presentations, which will be called A Millionaire in 3 months. So please keep track of the news in YouGain groups, in your social media, and also in your back offices. This presentation will be held next week, and it's going to be indeed a wonderful presentation, which will be based on the strategy of duplication and on the strategy of using quite a simple approach to achieving your goal. But of course, you will have to focus. And the reason I'm saying simple is because the work that you are going to carry out within these 3 months will help you achieve a wonderful result simply by this, by snapping your fingers. And it will all happen by the time of our main company's event, thanks to the contest that we're going to talk about right now. We will be able to change our entire life. We will be able to literally turn our lives around. You know whom I'm talking to right now? To people with fire, with flames in their eyes, because I have fire in my blood. I'm full of sparkles. I'm so charged with enthusiasm that, of course, there is a wonderful collaboration here. The companies that will work with YouGain will be able to use NDE products, digital guarantees, and people who will be receiving digital guarantees sooner or later will be interested in the YouGain platform. And now let's analyze those two slides that I prepared for you. And those are the slides that we showed at the Congress in Italy on the 3rd and 4th of July. On the 4th of July, to be precise, we talked about it, and I wanted to close our Congress with this huge opportunity, this fantastic opportunity for people who believe in themselves, people who believe in their opportunities, and people who are able to achieve results. Now, the opportunities are out there. All you have to do is to start working. And now we are creating this presentation on the strategy, goal setting for our regional coordinators. The regional coordinators who will be working with promoters in their specific areas, in their specific regions. For example, here in Italy, we have 20 regions. And I would like regional coordinators to have the opportunity to make money from the volumes, sales volumes in their region, and how they can become a national coordinator for their country. in September and October, we're going to launch the period when companies will be able to pay for the subscription after 3 months of free trial. So what will be done by that time? After 3 months, both the business owners and their clients will have downloaded the application because it is free. It allows clients to immediately use the application, for business owners to advertise their services and products. So it will give a tool for making more money, communicate with clients. Everyone will be using our application by then. And business owners will be offering this application for free, to download this application for free as soon as they enter their establishment, their shops and saloons. And then the customer base will grow, and they will grow to such extent that the business owners will not want to refuse to use it any longer, because they will have a huge database now, client base, and they will surely pay for the subscription fee after working on it for 3 months, after being able to advertise my products and services for 3 months for free. I will have no choice but to continue paying for the subscription fee, and I will be doing it. I will be paying $300 a year. This is a ridiculously low amount. So let's go back to our contest. In order to become a national coordinator, the number 1 in Italy or number 1 in your specific country, I have to become the best salesperson. I should have to show, I will have to show the highest turnover in your region, in my region, for 3 weeks. So I will have to be best among all the regional coordinators for 3 weeks in a row. So what will we achieve by doing it? We will ensure the increase of our sales volumes in the country. And I, as a regional coordinator, will give my best to ensure the highest sales volume, because the national coordinator, as you can see on this slide, will be receiving 0.3% of the domestic turnover in dollars. And here is where my head starts spinning. And that's why I told you I was all on fire. And what Emanuele told you about the NEEW points. Performers, entrepreneurs, artists. I can already see in my head the film, the video, have the idea how we can combine those two projects on the national level. But since we're having here an international webinar watched by people from so many countries, just think what we are capable of achieving at the global level, at the continental and global level. Let's go to the next slide. So UGAIN contest will not be applicable to regional coordinators only, or national coordinators only. It will also be applicable to continental coordinators. We have a certain number of coordinators in the countries and continents. And of course, our commercial directors, represented by our national coordinators, will not be able to communicate directly to all of the promoters themselves. That's why we're going to choose 5 continental coordinators. For example, I'm a commercial director of the entire UGAIN network, and I will talk to 5 leaders across the entire world. 5 continental coordinators. I will have 5 people with whom I will be having meetings and who will help me make my decisions. And they will have their own coordinators across the entire Europe. For example, if we're talking about European coordinators, the continental coordinators will be setting tasks, weekly tasks for them and monthly tasks too. And in order to become a continental coordinator and to live off the dividends that the turnover on your continent will be yielding you, which is 0.2%, what do I have to do for that? Well, I will have to achieve certain performance indicators in terms of turnover and registrations. I will have to achieve a certain level target in my country compared to other countries. And those indicators and strategies that will be coming from the company for the promotion of UGAIN will be conveyed, delivered to the promoters. So we're going to build a certain hierarchy, a structure that will help us improve the efficiency of our work. And I'm talking to all of the people listening to me right now. We don't yet have those people. We haven't yet chosen them. So if I'm today a promoter, I can become a coordinator, and then I can become a regional coordinator. And then I can become a continental coordinator, regional, national, continental. So how do I do that? I need to become number 1. I need to become top 1 in turnover for 3 months in our general contest that will be held for 6 months. So remember that our contest starts with the launch of the payments for subscription fees. For now, we're going to have 3 months of free trial of our application by entrepreneurs. And we're giving this opportunity to absolutely everyone. So please use this application for 3 months. Use this strategy, and this strategy will be explained more in detail at the webinar next week, which will be called A Millionaire in 3 months. And it is indeed so. We will have 3 months, which we will have to work really hard, really intensive. We will have to achieve certain targets in registrations, in checks, but it will surely change your life, and it will offer quite immense opportunities. And since I would like to enroll in my projects the very best, and I'm learning from the best, and Emanuele is one of the top leaders of our company, he told me, let's write down the figures. You cannot see the figures here because of my virtual background. You know, I have a parched throat. I am not sure whether you can hear my voice. I almost lost it, by the way. So I wrote down here certain figures that are enjoyed not only by Emanuele.
These figures everyone will like. All our structure will like them. All our community will love them. Give me 10 in the chat box if you like figures. Figures related to your earning, definitely. Well, from tens, give me 100. I see your tens in the chat box. Yes, now I want to see hundreds. Okay, I see you are writing 100 or even 1,000. Yes, I know that many of you would like to get a Maserati car, but I'd like to share these figures with you. The figures that came up to my mind while I was listening to Emanuele. He was talking about performers, artists, the automatic translation service. He talked about Zoom, about the drinks, about guarantees, and about tokens as well. He talked about everything. And I said to myself, ND points you gain with our 6,000 promoters who already got their certificates in UGain, and we are all ready to start. Therefore, promoters, please get engaged. Don't fall asleep. Wake up. Many people say a lot of time has passed. UGame is not launched. Yes, you are right. But please remember, today you have a possibility to change your lives. So don't be satisfied with what you've achieved so far. You can become number one as well. And here I take into account Italian figures, but they could be scaled up to everyone. In Italy, there is 4.5 million companies, and I mostly talk about middle-sized businesses. And if we estimate all the companies, there will be much more. But quite likely that not every businesses will join our project right away, but let's assume that at least 1% of this number become partners of UGain. Give me a plus in the chat if you believe that 1% of this number is quite achievable. And it will be 45,000 companies. Yes, this is hard work we must do together, but I am a believer of Emanuele's team, and I believe in UGain, and I am sure that all those people listening to us, they are impatient to find out and to learn when they can become number one in the contest. And therefore, please imagine that in these 3 months of hard work, these 45,000 companies that will be registered will give you a possibility. So they will download the software, and each of these company has 1,000 customers that will be registered. Give me 8 in the chat box if you believe that it is possible that each of these company will offer a possibility to 1,000 customers to download this app. Because if one company, and in case in 3 months it does not have 1,000 customers, clients, then as a business, as the entrepreneur, the business owner must start doing something to develop it further. 45,000 to be multiplied by 1,000, and we get the result of 45 million customers, clients of UGain app. And you know, it blows up my mind because 45 million people is a huge number. And only 10% of out of these people, 4.5 million, buy or will spend their money while buying some goods or services with the use of UGain. Let's assume that a month they spend 10 euro only. Then in a month, is it possible that each of them will spend 10 euro a month as part of your gain system? What do you think? Give me a plus in the chat box if you believe that it is possible. Hope that in other language rooms you are active, you give your pluses, and you think it over what I tell you. Thank you for your feedback. Well, 4.5 million to be multiplied by 10 euro a month, and we get the relevant number of figures. So the amount and what is the final outcome? Sorry, there was some internet connection malfunction. 45 million, this is our turnover or the volumes, our sales. And these people will take us to 45 million euro in revenues every month. And I'd like to tell you that the more we provide this possibility, this opportunity is huge. And therefore, now you must be motivated yourselves. You must retune yourselves so that indeed you start working hard to get these figures. And I can assure you that 1 week after, I will stimulate every cell of your body. I will ignite the sparkles in your veins. And therefore, thanks to our coordinators, promoters who would like to achieve the first places to become national coordinators and or continental coordinators, we will achieve a lot of high revenues, high volumes, and the dividends of, let's come back to the previous slide. So 0.3% of domestic turnover, of internal turnover or the country-based turnover, this will make up 135,000 euro a month. This is a large figure. And yes, there is a lot of work to do. But first of all, we are to believe in ourselves, to believe in our capacities. And only then you can get all this. I didn't say that we will give something as a present. We've been operating for 1 year to equip you with this tool. And whether you believe it or not, Emanuele will become our jumping hill, and he will become our best partner, and he will enable us to achieve these figures through his NDE points. And those figures we will achieve, and by having our figures, by achieving our figures, Emanuele will boost the sales of his product. And these products are interlinked. This is our structure. This is synergies, because we all, me, Emanuele, and his team, Eugene's team, and ND project team, we never stopped working. But we are not competitors. This is the beauty of our work. We are colleagues. We are all we are all floating in the same boat, in the same direction to our success. And we all do our best to achieve common good. And the last slide, please. Next slide. And I'd like to tell you that the person who becomes a continental coordinator will get a chance to get 0.2% of the continent's turnover of all the countries on his or her continent. And you are to increase 4 times the figure I mentioned above. And you know that the most interesting thing in this webinar is that all this you gains turnover and this turnover are a part of Evorich turnover and revenues. And all those people who are a part of UGain project, they will be automatically synchronized in the structures of Evorich, and they can take advantage of all our products, including cryptocurrencies, tokens, digital guarantees, including the fact that the dividends, our bonus profit will increase, our loyalty bonus will increase as well. And there will be an increase in the price of our cryptocurrency. And this is what we work on. And this is where we devote all our efforts of NDE's team and UGain's team. Emanuele, you are back. Yes, I'm here. And please help me because I almost lost my voice. Yes, you gave some figures, but multiply them by 10 because now I sell a license at 200, multiply it by 200, and you will see what will happen to you. You know that, and I'm sure that Evorich portfolio could not actually stand all our earnings we will have starting from October. Yes, this is the portfolio that will not be able to absorb everything we are preparing. And I want you to allow yourselves to become number one. We have 3 months to work hard, but it's worth it. It's summertime now. We must work. We cannot afford vacations or holidays right away, but we will enjoy our rest afterwards throughout our entire life if now we work really hard. And I would like, this is from Emanuele, tell you that starting from 7 p.m. promo codes will be received 7 p.m. Rome time, and we will start sending courses to you starting from next week. And since now we talk about everything, and I would like to tell you that in summer it was great to see you all together in Rome, but on the 3rd and 4th of September on the beach Poliboro, there will be 2 evenings called NDE Beach Party, where we will dance, we will drink, we will eat, we will have fun and work together. And we are arranging a contract for the organization of these evenings. Well, thank you very much for your attention, and we're looking forward to seeing you again in Italy. Bye.